Hi guys, what's up? Tori here. So I'm here today with my 35-week pregnancy update. I'm just gonna go ahead and jump right into this. So I am 35 weeks and 3 days today. Today would be Tuesday, November 10th of 2020. So yeah, I'm 35 weeks along. I'm getting to the very end. So I'm just gonna go ahead and jump into like everything that where baby should be at developmentally, and then any updates with me, and just in general updates with baby all together. So first, according to my Ovia pregnancy app, this is kind of where baby should be developmentally wise right now. She should be actually starting to get herself more into birthing position, like into a birth position. Like she is head down. She was head down at my last ultrasound, so she is already head down. But she is probably now in the stages of starting to like lower herself down into my pelvis more and get kind of more prepared for delivery. Most of her skeletal and organ development is complete. Mostly it's just her lungs that need a little bit, tiny bit more development yet, but even those are, if she were to be born like right now, she'd be totally fine even. But yeah, that's pretty much all. And she's mostly just getting bigger and stronger and just putting on that baby fat. At this stage, she's probably around between 18 and 19 inches in length, which lengthwise that could be true for her. The app says she should be between 5 and 6 pounds. That's not where she is actually at, which should be about the size of a bunch. And so with that length and weight, she should be about the size of a bunch of carrots right now. She is running, and if you remember, she is actually running small, and I'll get into the updates with that in a little bit, but that's kind of like where most babies should in general be at right now. And then on to any updates with me. Not really anything majorly new to update on, like regarding how I'm feeling. I'm still like tired all the time. Definitely have a hard time getting comfortable, like pretty much in any position. Like I can only stay comfortable in a position for so long. I'm actually most comfortable like if I can sit and like lay back, like kind of like this is how I'm the most comfortable. And especially if I have a good support for my back, like that's how I can get like the most comfortable and feel the best. Definitely noticing shortness of breath just a little bit more, like not anything crazy, like it's not like I'll like get walking and suddenly just be like or anything. Like it's a very very mild shortness of breath, like just like if I start getting busy doing something, or like there's just certain, like I'll just notice, like, you know, when I get to doing certain activities, I'll like notice it here and there. Or like sometimes too, I think she'll push herself like up kind of into my rib cage a little more, and that's kind of when I'll also notice a little bit of shortness of breath and be like and like I'll notice it at night sometimes too. Like I honestly feel most comfortable like being more propped up at night these days versus like laying. Even like I lay on my side for the most part, but if I end up like, if for some reason my side doesn't get comfortable, I will switch to laying propped up, like not flat on my back, but like propped up more, because otherwise like just breathing just doesn't happen very well. But yeah, so definitely like noticing that more, but like it's not anything extreme or like concerning or anything. It's just kind of, it's a normal thing. And definitely still getting like indigestion every once in a while. Like it usually isn't bad. It'll kind of be worse. It'll be worse depending on how late I eat, and also kind of depending on what I eat too, I've noticed. So definitely get that a little bit still, but otherwise like typical kind of pregnancy aches and pains. Like my back will get achy once in a while and things like that. My like hips and butt will hurt too quite frequently. I notice that quite a bit, and I think that just kind of all has to do with depending on how she's positioned and stuff in there. So just kind of typical things going on, nothing really new or major to like update on symptom wise with me. I mean, other than like the normal pregnancy symptoms, I'm really feeling pretty good. Like I can't complain too much really, but I am definitely at that stage where I'm just like, I'm so ready to have my body back, and I'm done being pregnant. I'm ready to have her out of me and not in me. Like I will definitely say that I am fully at that stage of pregnancy. But yeah, so that's everything there. And then I'm going to update you in general on how my baby is actually doing. I went to maternal fetal medicine last week Thursday. Actually, last week Thursday I had another NST, and I saw my regular OB, and I went out to maternal fetal medicine. So it was a busy day. Her NST was great. It actually was really funny. She actually got the hiccups during that NST, and it was really funny to hear her hiccup on the NST and like feel it every time, and it was quite funny, and I kind of got a chuckle out of it, but it was great. And I also had an NST yesterday, and that NST was great too. Everything was fine. And then seeing my regular OB afterwards was good. Like we just talked about stuff. I love my regular OB, and I'm still hoping to actually be able to deliver with him, and I'm going to get into that in a minute, because then going out to maternal fetal medicine, we had another growth ultrasound check on her and checked like, you know, all her umbilical cord flow and fluid levels and placenta function and everything, like checked everything on her, and everything, and in general, like everything was looking really good, and she's overall very, very healthy, looking healthy. She still is running tiny. The previous ultrasound, she was measuring at 3 pounds 4 ounces, and the ultrasound I had last Thursday, they estimated her to be at 4 pounds 5 ounces, which is good. She had a whole pound of growth in a matter of 2 weeks, which is really good. That's what they like to see. They like to see that she's continuing to trend upward and do good with her growth, but she is still running small. They're now putting her, previously they had her at the 12th percentile, they're now putting her at the 13th percentile, so she went up 1 percentile, but she's still running very small for sure. But other than running small, she is looking really good. And I saw a different doctor. That is the one complicated thing with maternal fetal medicine, is there's a bunch of different doctors in that office, and you don't see the same one every time you go. Like they don't just assign you one of the doctors and that's the doctor you see every time, which I kind of wish they would do that, because I feel like then I wouldn't get so many differing opinions. But I saw a different doctor again, and I really did like this doctor. She was really good. But in talking to her, she told me that actually, in her opinion, as long as the baby is healthy, as long as she is healthy and everything is looking good with her and no major issues come up, she really is, other than if like the only thing is that she's running small, and as long as everything's okay with me and her, she sees no reason why I wouldn't be able to deliver at my local hospital here that's only like a 3-minute drive from my house. So I'm still really hoping and banking on that. But other things like she talked to me about is, she said that actually this coming Friday I'm going to have another like just Doppler ultrasound check, and I'm actually doing that one right here. I'm not having to go out to maternal fetal for that one, thankfully. And that's just, they're just going to quick check like her umbilical cord flow and like the fluid levels and placenta function, and just make sure that's still good. They're doing another one of those this week. And then next week will be my last trip out to maternal fetal medicine. They're going to do one more growth check on her and check everything out again one more time. And if everything looks really good at that ultrasound, if her growth still trends really good, they will keep me pregnant to 38 weeks, and then plan on inducing me at 38 weeks. That's like, they would really like for me to get to 38 weeks. If for some reason her growth has slowed down or something else starts not looking good, then they will induce me, because I will literally only be 1 day shy from being 37 weeks. They will literally probably induce me like within the next couple of days. Like they won't keep me pregnant much longer after that, if there's like any major changes or concerns. So literally, guys, I have maybe another couple of weeks of being pregnant. They're hoping to get me to 38 weeks. That's the goal at this point, and they're just hoping that, you know, she continues that upward trend in growth, so that way I can deliver at 38 weeks and be all good to go there. So that's pretty much where things are at there. And when I actually saw my regular OB, and I brought all this up to him, because I actually saw him before going to maternal fetal again, he was like, advocate for yourself a little, because he's like, in my opinion, as long as, I mean, even if your baby's just small, I see no as long as everything else is fine and good, and there's no major concerns or issues with either you or her other than her being small, he's like, comfort wise for myself, I have no problem delivering her here. So I was like, right on, that's really cool. I like that you said that. So, and you know, the fact that he's comfortable with it, and they're actually telling me now that like there is a good possibility I could still deliver locally here and not have to go out there. So I mean, that's now changed like several times, but I'm still really hoping for that, and I'm also just hoping for a really smooth induction and that no C-section will be necessary. I've been told at this point that a C-section would only be necessary if she were to not start tolerating labor, or obviously like if something crazy were to happen, like my blood pressure were to spike or anything like that. But at this point, they're not seeing any reason why I couldn't have, a vaginal delivery, and that's what I'm aiming for. So yeah, that's pretty much all the updates there. So the fact that I'm 35 weeks now and I will be induced at 37 or 38 weeks, that literally means 2 or 3 weeks left of being pregnant. Like, I am at the very end. We are nearing the end, which I am happy and excited about. As far as her nursery here goes, it pretty much is totally set to go in here. There's just a couple little minor touches I want to finish up, and I actually plan on maybe this weekend is when I will do a nursery tour for you guys, just with it as is, even if there's a few more things I have to do in here. I plan on that probably this weekend is when I will do a nursery tour for you guys and get a nice little nursery tour video up, and I'll show you kind of also where I have other things placed for her throughout the house, and things like that, just to get that up for you guys so you guys can kind of finally see everything that I've done in here, as I know you've kind of seen little progressions in the background and you guys are probably like, I want to see the rest of it, but it's pretty much there. Just got some little minor touches to finish, and then I will be ready to show you guys everything, because I pretty much for the most part have everything like that we like need like right away. So I'm feeling pretty confident and pretty good about, where things are at, and I'm just kind of at a stage now where it's just like final prep. I plan on sometime soon getting a hospital bag pretty much like as ready to go as I can, and just have to throw in last minute things before the induction day. And also just kind of, I plan and I plan on also probably this weekend is maybe when I'll start working on, I'll just get a few freezer meals put together just to have a couple of options for Matt and I for meals that are just quick pull out of the freezer and throw in the oven kind of thing. So that way, if I'm not up to cooking once I get home and stuff and all that, like there's just some things there. So yeah, there's like those kind of final prep things that I need to do and just kind of have things ready to go. But we are definitely so excited. Like, I'm getting more and more excited about the fact that she's gonna be here soon. Like, I can't believe it. Like, part of me is almost like mind blown that it's coming this close, but yet it's like part of me also too feels like it's been forever that I've been pregnant, but yet it also feels like it's flown by all at once. Like, it's crazy. So yeah, next week I have a whole bunch of appointments coming next week. This week too. I have an NST on Thursday yet, and then I have that little ultrasound on Friday just to check her cord blood flow and all that. And make sure things are still doing good. And then next week, I have an NST on Monday. I see my OB on Tuesday, nothing on Wednesday. And then Thursday, I have another NST. And then Friday is when I go up to maternal fetal for the last time. And I will definitely be coming home with a day of when this kid is going to be given her eviction notice. So definitely, like I said, I'm excited, I'm anxious, I'm very ready. So with that being said, I'm gonna end this video here before I blab anymore, and I'll go ahead and show you guys my 35-week belly and just show you how far I'm at this point. So here is with the shirt down, facing forward, facing to the side, facing this side. And then I'll go ahead and put my shirt up. I'll lower my leggings just a hair. So this is facing forward. And then facing to this side. And facing this side. So yeah, there's my 35-week belly. Getting bigger. Which is good because that means she's getting bigger. And everything. So yeah, that is everything for this week for you guys, and I will definitely keep you posted. Definitely follow me on Instagram too for more like regular, like more daily kind of updates, I guess is a way to put it. And that link will be in the description. And I thank you guys so much. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.